Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 13 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, it's been a while since I've last recorded any footage of this game. It's been between 3 and 4 days, and I've been using that time to really sort of get a grasp on the bartering and the legitimacy from leadership. So you can see now I've got 48 legitimacy, and most of that is from leader superiority. And the other portion that is still really important is oligarchy support, which is 14. So together, 48 legitimacy, and we're in the positive for loyalty, but only just at around 43. And how I've got that set up is privileges. I'm 20% of all the wealth generated in the territory is going to my leader. That, as we saw last episode, really important for money. We're looking at my budget balance sheet here. 2,260 GDP, that's really good. I'm earning 12 per tick, but actually I'm very happy with this. That's 12 per tick while I'm also doing research. And I've got a decent army. But anyway, 12 per tick, and 74 of that now is from leader's wealth. So leader's wealth is really important. But leader's wealth is also now contributing to a huge amount of wealth for our leader at 77 wealth. But the oligarchs now also at 17.6, and the reason is because I settled that the only way we could actually make it work is superior leader, yes, but we need political bribes back, because what was happening is I was upping my leader superiority, yes, but at the same rate I was doing that, as a faster rate, my oligarchs were getting angrier, and so actually my loyalty was awful. After putting political bribes in, and I'm giving them 9 coins per tick, which is overall 27 money per tick. It's quite a lot, but it is allowing me to get the legitimacy I need to have positive loyalty. So that is the loyalty all covered, and I'm really happy with how that's going. We've got community work set at 25%, and I'm happy with it at 25%. Nothing else has changed. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. Privileges. I'm also giving 17% of my wealth to officials, because this is a new thing with administration. Budget balance, waste. I had 25% waste due to officials' corruption, which is a new thing. And officials' corruption is if the wealth of your officials, so the people who work in those forced buildings, if their wealth isn't high or is low relative to the other people, they will generate a lot of corruption. As you can see, I still haven't got it to 0%, but I've got it a much lower from when it was at 25%. We've still got very high waste at 45%, and that is really because our local administration is so bad. But that's all covered. So a few other updates is I've been really working on doctoring. We've got loads of doctor now at 83%. I've also got loads more market stands. I'm fulfilling all these goods. I'm fully maxing out leather clothes, 6 for 6. Clothes, I've got 6.1 for 7.3. Just waiting on more workers really to get this one fulfilled. Pottery though, I've got it at 4 pottery is the max I can sort of produce. Yeah, it's the max, because otherwise we just, even now, clay is decreasing, so we are going to run out of clay at some point. Meat is fine, apples is fine, we're fulfilling both these demands. And copper, so this is it. I am getting in 2.1 copper ore because our mines are in full action. I also put a sieve point into copper ore, just so our mines can get a bit more efficiency and they can use up more of that ore, and also the ore provides more. And I've also put a sieve point in copper itself, so I'm generating per tick 1.4 copper, and currently I've got 2 tool makers making axes, but I can't sustain this for much longer. Tech's on the way, 2 immensely important techs. We've got markets. Markets is one of my favourite techs because it unlocks the ability to start trading much more easily with other players. Because now with markets, when we unlock it in, hopefully we'll unlock it in 3 hours. 76% is quite a good chance. Barter is 100%, but barter did cost us 20 copper. But this is on the way, so I'll explain both of these for newer players. So markets unlocks a market building which allows you to trade with other players. People can put up goods they're selling, and then you can buy goods that people have put up to sell. So it basically means you can now start trading on a international market, which would be super useful for me to sell this freaking leather that I've got about 1 trillion units of, and it's taking up all my storage space, but also to buy in goods that we need, such as clay, which I just don't have. So can't wait for markets. The other hand, we've got currency, which is really, really good. Currency is the next big step up from barter. It's quite soon after barter, as you can see, but currency gives you more building efficiency. But most importantly, it enables dynamic prices, which means that based on the supply and demand of goods, you will see your prices change. So for example, with pottery, currently pottery is just at 0.9 coins, even though we're only supplying 4 out of 13. When we see dynamic prices, because we've got huge excess demand, what we'll find is the price will be increased due to the rationing of the goods, and so the price of pottery will massively increase. This earns our potterers more money, and it also distributes the goods to the more wealthy citizens. So I think it might please our oligarchs a little bit more, as they have better life quality. Maybe not, I'm not sure about that. But it's really useful, because as you can see currently, look at the clothes makers. I've only just managed to get them because they make 0 income, because the price of the clothes is just so cheap. So market prices being able to fluctuate will help our industries better allocate resources and also make more money. But the building efficiency increase is really, really useful. So other techs I've got plant selection, level 2 farm buildings, and I've started to build these. They use axes and mud, so I could upgrade all my farms. I've got 1 farm left in action. This farm I've stopped is just cotton, because I'm getting all my cotton from Appleville. But I could upgrade this, produce more wealth, and I could also upgrade the farms in Appleville. Another tech is charcoal. Charcoal is really, really good because it turns quite a lot of wood into an amount of charcoal, but the charcoal I think is around, if we look here, these people use 0.9 charcoal to make 1 copper, yet they use 2.8 wood. So it's about 1/3 the amount needed, yet it doesn't cost that much to actually make. So it basically, to summarise it, charcoal saves you a lot of wood. The only downside of charcoal is it uses clay, which is something I already don't have enough of. So that's why I'm really hoping for markets. But once we get markets, the charcoal clamp, I don't know what they're called, clamps. I think it's misspelled. Charcoal camps will produce a lot more resources more efficiently. Okay, other techs we've got is we've got the level 2 tannery buildings, really useful, just saved me some jobs. Tributes and builders. I think tributes and builders, yes, tributes and builders I think I got these last episode, maybe not, I'll explain them really quickly. So tributes is another type of tax where we take a portion of the agricultural products made. Not very useful. It creates negative loyalty for the more you take, and I don't really care about it, so I haven't enabled it. And builders is a building that speeds up construction of all your buildings, and it allows you to build certain buildings that require the builder's production. But I haven't built it yet because I just don't need it. I don't need the level 2 clay exploitation camp. So I'm all good in that sense. And to finally update things, I've got my score here. I'm 21st on the server with around 1200 score. We stagnated around 20th place. I'm hoping to catch up soon because I've got, and this is important actually, mud bricks. Oh, I've got 2 things. I've got warp weighted loom. This is going to upgrade all our clothes making, which I'm really excited about. Just need to get some more textiles, which are on the way. But we've got mud bricks. So mud bricks, and I think now, I don't know if mud bricks still cost a civ point to make. But if they do, I actually have got a civ point, and I will be ready to make mud bricks. But yeah, I'm working to get the dirt up to get mud bricks and get loads of dirt per tick. I want to get some mud bricks and start upgrading all our houses. And we're still growing though. 10 more inactives. So all these mud brick workers I will keep, and I can get mud buildings. And then I can get more mud brick workers. But yeah, we're growing really well. We'll soon hit a cap though where our building health just isn't enough to create more people. So my game plan at the moment is to simply work to obviously get those new techs. The warp weighted looms will just save us some jobs and make it much better to produce clothes. I'm excited for that. And the mud bricks is really important actually, to get mud bricks to allow us to upgrade to the level 2 house, which you can see takes 1 mud brick. So for that, I'm simply getting mud, and I'm starting to produce axes because we use the copper for currency, so now we can spend the copper on getting axes. So yeah guys, this was just a short update video to show you what I've sort of been working on and what I've done over the last 3 to 4 days, and what my plans are to progress. So hopefully I will be a little bit more active as we start to get these new techs. I just took a sort of a break over the last 4 days, just playing the game instead of recording everything. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this quick update video. If you did, if you'd leave it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you're on episode, what is this, 13. This is at least 4 or 5 hours of content you've watched, so you must be enjoying it. So anyway, thanks for watching the episode, and I'll see you in episode 14.